Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 9th of March 1983, and I want to start with a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys give me a lot to think about. Somebody did suggest that I had a worker shortage over here and asked whether I had increased the workers back to normal, and I went all through this area here, and the only place that was low was the hospital here, and I bumped this up to full capacity now. So I think overall things are working okay. Now the next one somebody said was about my steel mills and getting more and more production, and I agree with that. And what I've actually done over here is I've maximized the workforces here again, although truthfully we're not getting that many people out here, so I probably need to look a little bit more at possibly putting some extra buses onto these routes. Although, to be honest, I think at the moment the problem then will be the iron and the coal. The other thing I've also done is I've kind of made a few adjustments here with respect to the mechanical components, but we are getting a little bit of a stockpile here, which opens up the possibility that we might be able to sell a bit of a surplus here and make a bit more cash, although it will be a long way to the border. And also somebody suggested about upgrading my routes, and I have to admit I have been doing that, especially the bus routes, but one thing I'm finding is that it's a bit of a tedious process. Plus I plan to make some changes over here once the railway's been done. So what I'm half thinking is that I'm going to kind of check the routes and upgrade them as and when it kind of becomes necessary. So that's one thing that is going quite well. And the other one, of course, is the third rail construction train here. I'm just going to speed the game up a bit, actually. And what I'm waiting for is for all the track to be laid out to here. You can see we're now putting the curve up to here. And what I want to do is lay the track past here. You see the train got away from me again, because that gives us a crossover here. Now if I come all the way back over here, it looks like these guys have actually finished this section. No, sorry, wrong section. I think this section. No, it looks like they've actually finished it, so we might be able to do that. And I just want to check out beyond. Where is it? I can't remember whether there's the crossover there. So we need to electrify out to here, so that we can start building past there. And what that will do is create an area here which I can signal up properly and allow my trains to operate through this area here. Because what I'd like to do is get a gravel train coming out here and possibly also export some gravel as well once it settles down. So it looks like these guys are just finishing off this last little bit. What we can do here is want to start by electrifying. Oh, thank you, game. Electrifying. Oh, have I got lots of? There. All the way into there. And what should happen is that these guys should be down to. Okay, what job are you working on then? Okay. Why have you picked up that job, not that job? Ah, of course he's auto-detected that, isn't he? Okay, let me just cancel that. I don't want you doing that. What I want you to do is put on, do that one, so that you come in here and electrify all the way to there. So I'm going to need to micro these guys so that we can kind of fill in this gap here. As I say, once he's finished this area up here, we can do exactly the same here. That's what I'm working on, and I think that covers most of the comments and feedback. If many others are mention it as we go forward. Now we've come through another winter, and I've still got this problem with the population, and you can see if I push this back to, we should just go back monthly. If you see here, I've got a vast amount of escapees again, and most of them seem to be coming from up here. If I show you here, I just can't seem to build the population up in Foodville, and I've built a mayor's office, and we got a little bit of unemployment, but I can't see the reason for that, and the loyalty is pretty solid as well at 45%. And just to show you comparisons, we got 45% here, so we're kind of getting 45% across the board. And I think, yeah, Colville is a little bit lower, but that's possible here. So what I've decided to do is do a bit of an experiment. So if I click on the radio here, so we've only got 2 listeners for some reason, but it says potential broadcast outreach 21. What I've done is I've started adding electronics to here, not here, sorry, the knife edge here. If I show you there, we got 3 electronics here, so it's taken a little while for the electronics to spread. I've also added electronics to this one here as well. You've got some electronics in here, so, and they've actually got 22 radios. So for some reason there's more pickup here down here, which is a bit odd. I'm delivering to here, which covers most of the area. I suppose what I could do is I cleared out, or I started clearing out this construction office here. So what we could do is, of course, we've got to import electronics. I'm just trying to be a little bit careful with respect to that. And if I put, actually I think I'll change it. See, we've got a shop here where we can kind of, I think we'll put it to 50%, and I think if we put that one there to 50% as well, what should happen is the guy here should a couple of spaces. So what I'm going to do is buy a couple of cupboard holes. I'm trying to be a little bit kind of cautious with this. I don't want to, because I don't want to drain all my money away. We're only 60 kilometers. I want something with a bit of speed, but maybe we'll get a couple of these. I don't want to kind of start importing vast quantities, because that could cripple my economy. And this is something you've always got to be a little bit careful of. You've got some spare dumpers here now, which I would like to send out over here. Okay. What we'll do is we're a bit annoying when that disappears all the time, but if I pick you up and then take you all the way back over to here again, and we're just going to drop you, nope, going to drop you into here and here. Here. I don't think you've got any pickups. Let's just check. No, so you haven't actually picked up anything, but what we can do is give you the gravel pickup there, and you back onto the asphalt plant. What a source of gravel? No, I want asphalt, sorry. Buildings without power supply. What's going on here? Oh. Like we're losing a few trees here as well, so I just need to put some trees in. Like some trees into this area again. We seem to be chopping down a lot of trees very quickly, which is a little bit of a cause for concern. So I may have to kind of move some of my industries over to here. Now, this area worked pretty well, actually, heating-wise. But there was another problem that developed. But I just want to finish off what I'm doing here. And then I'll talk a little bit about the other problem that I've developed. This game seems to be very good at problems. He's on auto detect. Yes, thank you again. I want buildings. We can leave you on footpaths. In fact, I'm just going to leave you on that, and you can just assist with everything in this area the best you can, because we need to get this area built. This is our priority area, and I also need to set up a ability to deliver food and clothes and electronics here, and of course meat. But of course we need to get power out to here. I don't think I've actually done the power connections yet. Got a power connection to there, but I haven't actually run the power into here yet. But we'll come back to that, because that's still, so we're not going to get anyone moving in this part. Now the other problem I got is I started to run very low on clothes. If I show you out here, oh, they're actually getting the clothes back again now. And I don't know if it's an effect of the winter, or whether it was just an effect of the fact I had a bit of a problem over here. So what I've actually done here is, if I can find it again, what I've done is I've put some small covered holes in here, which is what they're now effectively doing is they're monitoring these fabric factories, and if they get over 50%, what they're doing is they're sending the fabric over to this factory here. And I'm hoping what that's going to do is keep this clothing factory running a bit faster. And I am starting to consider that, considering that this fabric factory, I mean at maximum production it still only produces 1.2 tons of clothes, and that's consuming 2.4 tons of fabric. I'm just wondering whether if I consolidated all these in, but that might make this actually a little bit more efficient. But at the moment I've got the spare workers, so I'm quite happy for that to run the way it is. You can see we're getting piles and piles of steel here as well. In fact, we're getting a little bit over the top with respect to steel. I have half considered possibly exporting some of this, but at the moment we've got quite a big demand for steel, so I'm just quite happy for this to come here. And you see we've got 66 tons in here, so we are getting a surplus. But with the way I want to push out this way, especially with the track, I'd just rather carry that surplus at the moment. And we're back here now. Another change that has happened is I now have a road connection to the border here, so we got possible ability to build up a small town here. Over here we've got a little bit of oil coming in here, but I've got nowhere for it to go. Plus there's a risk of fire. What I am considering is we've got we need to build in this road structure here. If I can build in the road structure to possibly with a view to getting this oil refinery built, but we really need to get these roads built here. But the trouble is we're a long way from home. In fact, I haven't checked what my helicopter guys are doing. Oh, they're out of jobs. Okay. Really, I should play at normal speed, I think, now. I think I'm at that point in the game where if you play at the higher speed, it just doesn't, you can get a bit caught out. That one's not finished. This needs, I think we can build that. I think I would like to, I'm going to build this while I think about it. I think that would be enough to be going on with for the moment. We need to get out here to get this built. We'll put an assist on with that as well. Now, while we're here, I need to consider the power supply, because as far as I know, I haven't put any power into here at all. Just check. This is another problem I'm having at the moment, is trying to remember what I've done. Power substation. where are you? Is there any power substation in here, planned or not, is down here. Now we've got a few connection terminals here, but what I would like to do is put another kind of connector in here. Problem is we got a bit of road here. What I could do is run a high tension cable into about here, because we're going to need to onward flow to over here. So if I put in, we're not going to build out this way because we've got the oil refinery here. Or we might be able to build out a little bit. So if I put a mod in here, power substation, transformer, we're going to put quite a big one here. Maybe angle it a little bit like that. Just get it nice and level. And then I'll press Control. We can save a bit of money by putting this out here. That. Let's just accept that. And then what we'll do is, I don't think we need the full 18 watts, but I want a reasonable amount of power. Probably 8 megawatts. No, we got a lot of industry down here. I think we'll go for the 10. And I think if I bring this up, say close to this road here, and we'll come through the center like that, and then we'll just accept that, and then that will give us this power connection here. What we're going to need to do is get a power substation in here. What we want, I think I'm going to split the power we've got. Don't really want to run all the power in from there, so if I actually, we could run it in from there, couldn't we? So if I put this, thank you game, we're just going to, we'll have power connection there. Okay, we're just going to connect you through there, like that, and then what we'll actually do is run a medium power line in from here. The full. What's that there? Why have I got? Oh, this is because this is just a 2-tier branch, isn't it? Confused me a little bit there. And again, I just want to keep fairly clear away from the road. I know it's a fairly extravagant way to lay a power connection, but that will give me power to this side of the city. We'll put in a power supply. Actually, if I put it in closer to the city, actually, let's just, I haven't used these mods for a little while. Power substations. Trouble with these is it can be a little bit difficult to see where power connection is. Probably put it in about there, couldn't I, like that? That will cover most of this part of the city. If I put it in with an overlap on this one, but this one only covers in as far as there, so if I put this one in about there, and we'll just put a gravel road in there and add you. And what we'll do is we'll just strike here and we'll run you up to there. That'll give me power to that side. We need power out to here as well, because we got the So you will cover this area. We need to give power to the, and I think if we put ideally I'd like to put this about here so that we cover this side of the city. So I'll put you in there, but we won't do a road connection just yet. I think we go underground. I'm kind of a bit tempted to put this one actually underground so that we can build here. I've got and cancel. Oops. Run you out, and I think we'll hook you to that one. Oops, need to press that. Now the next thing I need to do is run another one all the way out to here, but I'd like to cover the top part of the city as well. So we got this road connection here. This is being built, so we need another substation. Oh, this isn't going to get out very far at all, is it? How far? Oh no, I can get it back to about here. I think if we put it in a little bit like that, and then we can hook you in like that. What's this building here? This is the heating plant, so we need to put an asphalt road into there. And then eventually you will connect through to there. And then I think again we're just going to put an underground. Oops. We're going to go. We've got to get all the way out to here. We're going to have to put a cable right under the city. That can go under there. That hooked up, and you can go to there. So that should give me oops. So that should give me the power to here. We just need to build all this, and I think what we're going to do now is just get back to checking the trains, and of course I need to check the population as well. So the population's building up. We're now getting a lot of electronics. Apologies, I've just had a coughing fit. I think we could probably drop you down to about 5 tons of electronics there, and we'll do the same for here, like that. Then what we'll see is what will happen if we as the more and more electronics get in here, because I think in here we've only got 4 electronics at the moment, so we're getting a small amount of bleed through to listeners. But I do wonder about, I mean, if any of you know the range of radio station, feel free to chuck it in the comments. What's the average now? See, our loyalty is still falling, and I've gone all the way through all my schools and everything, and just to show you, I mean, they're all at 45%. I'm not exactly too sure why I just can't get this loyalty to build. Let me just see what the loyalty is here. I mean, the loyalty here used to be brilliant, and it's not like anyone is unhappy. It's just that I just can't get this loyalty to build up a bit. And see, this one is 60%. And I think that applies to the schools as well. The only thing I can think of is we've got lots and lots of young people coming in that are kind of affecting it. I mean, the orphanage was okay. I mean, we could probably do, I mean, this is 45%, so I mean, it's a bit strange, but there's definitely as much we can do about it. We can just keep plugging away. Anyway, what I was going to do is check my trains. Has he electrified that line yet? Yes, okay. And what we need to do now is electrify the next section of track. I think I Haven't electrified it yet. No, I don't want roads, I want rails. Because I want to do this section first. Of course. Oops. I've got these dots in here. Right, that's electrified into there. So the next thing we're going to do is just pop this guy onto us. Get this guy out to back electrify this. And then we can once this bit's done, I can start electrifying out from the station here. But just tap that through. Okay, game. Okay, you can just do that. He obviously thought he could get up through here. But we need that bit done because that's the back curve. And of course he's now waiting. What we're going to have to do is cancel this. I don't want him doing that job. Have you finished this? So what I'd like you to do is we're just going to go and check and see whether he's laid all the track out here. Although we could run him out. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is just to try and see if we can speed the process up a little bit. If we got that bit's electric. So where is the train coming out of the... We've electrified up to here, I think. We're just going to find out. We've electrified that. I think I've electrified that, haven't I? And we've electrified to here. What we need to do now is electrify down to get you to electrify this section of track. Of course, because I put signals in, we're going to have I'm going to electrify into there. Why does that say crossing not allowed? I'm just going to electrify all completely into there. I mean, this is can be one of the more tedious parts of getting things done. Okay, it's already auto detected. And you've laid up that track, so we can lay that track up. If you've got auto detect on, yes, you have 1,000 meters. I'm just going to turn. Well, it doesn't really make any difference as long as I manage it properly. And we're just going to try and get this done. Of course, he's got to go all the way out, round and back, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to get this done. Because it's the only back curve we've got until we do this bit up here. And it's the back curves that can be a bit of a problem. So we're just going to keep electrifying this track here. Hopefully these guys are... Yeah, you're going to push out there really nicely. Anything else that's developing a problem? It can be a little bit... I think we're in this situation though where I just need to keep an eye. In fact, I haven't checked my fuel here. Yeah, we're building up surplus, and what I found was at the end of the year when the crops were getting low, what was happening is that the fuel was being drained out of these gas stations, and then when the crops started coming in, these bioplants couldn't produce enough fuel to actually keep these full. But once they caught up with the assistance of these guys, so if I show you the imports of fuel, see, we're only importing a little bit of fuel now, but when I first set this up, we imported about 500,000 tons of fuel. But what's happened now is that that's kind of settled down to just enough to keep everything supported, which is good. And plus it means that I've got a little bit of contingency in here, which ensures that the tankers, when they come here, they always take away a full load. And I think that's very important, especially when you're distributing fuel over a very wide area. Looks like these guys are suspiciously, you know, they've got any other jobs. I know you're working at very long range, but this area out here has to be the priority. I think what we'll do is we'll give you guys assists on that. See, this one's... And, well, these are all being detected, so that's good. Just going to slow up again, sorry. The game's just going a little bit too fast for me at the moment. So we're just kind of filling this area in fairly nicely. Hopefully we're going to get things kind of filled in pretty quickly. I mean, it'd be pretty good if we could do that. Because, what's the population now? Oh, we're actually starting to get some over 21s now. Check the old oil town here. Yep, I don't want any citizens moving in. Come to think of it, I don't want my steel town over here, which is quite happily plodding along by itself, and it's got potential for people to move in, but I know it seems a bit of a contradiction, but I don't want anyone to move into here just yet, because when I've got a surplus population, I just want the population here. We are running a risk that this will burn down, but that's the way it is. I just want to check these guys. What are you doing? You've got no jobs at all. There's part of me that says push these guys up over here, but maybe we just need to keep them building what they're building here. I don't think there's anything else around here that needs building. I don't think there's any demand. We'll come back and check the demands in Colville in a little while. Well, we got a power lead there that needs to be built to here. Might as well build that. Let's check the power supplies. We got that needs to be built. So we'll give these guys lots of kind of smallish jobs. Well, we need this built as well, don't we? We might as well build the heating plant. I think that will get it going. We've got a few roads here, so what's my road crew doing? I think you can get you on that. Any other roads that need to be built? So you're working on these. In fact, these look suspiciously like they're going to need workers on them because they're a bit short. So if we come here and you on there, you on there. Yeah, this is, for some reason I put street lights here. That explains why that's not finished. Let's have a quick look at the footpath situation. You probably need a footpath there, footpath there. I think I'd like to put a footpath through the back here and possibly bring you in like that. Possibly split you like that. Be nice to put, maybe if we put it up just in front of the flats like that. Why is this not finished? I think this wasn't finished because it was this road was still being built. I'll just accept that. You can come there, you can come there, you can come there, you can come there. You can't connect there. We've got a little footpath there that needs to be connected. You need to be connected to there. You got no connection there or there. Oh, that's a bit annoying. Haha. Okay, we've got no connection off this side of the building. But that's, in some ways, that's not massively a problem. That's all. Let's remove you. Yeah, I should have paid a bit more attention to, but we can hook you up to there, and we could possibly take you round to there, because there's a substation just tucked in there. The house is built. This can't do it, but we could probably put you out to there, and then we'll just accept all that lot. And then eventually we'll just build all this in. Get this built here. We'll just get the power out. No power supply, no fuel trucks. That's fire trucks, not fuel trucks, sorry. That's something else we need to connect in. But we'll wait for this to be built first. Although this is a substation, so why have you got no power out here? You've got power, haven't you? Or is this that needs to be built? Okay, thank you, game. Right, well, I've just seen a traffic queue. We need that built and that built as well. What's going on up here? Colville Road Crew, where are you? Right, these guys are kind of come in here to pick up. Let me just speed this up a bit and see what's going on here. I think that's because I put all those road jobs in, isn't it? So we've got a whole load of people here all fighting for the privilege of, and that's affecting my steel mill. It's not affecting it that much. But of course, eventually this is going to be shut down once the track is laid, because we will be bringing the gravel into here by train, which is going to make a big difference. Right, I suppose you've now run out of another job to do. Yep. Right, so let me just, I think we're going to do a short range lay again. Okay, I'm just going to pause while I lay in this track. We're going to, I think we're, what on earth are you doing? Right, we've got power through to here. I think just to make sure that I don't forget this bit here. But you actually no, I'm going to put a long. We've got power out to here because that's the power I've done here. We've got power to here, and I think it now picks up from here. So we need to lay power out to here. And then I need to go past this on this side. We don't need to put power to this in the center. And then I want to run out as far as there. You can then pick up that. You should pick up. Okay, you might be 1,000 meters away now. Okay. Oh no, they picked it up. This could be interesting. Let me just see. So he got laid the track, all the power out here. Yep, he has. Okay, we're just going to finish off this section here. Run power to there, to there. You run power into there. The other train. Where are you going? That one's there. I think we're cancel that job. and we're going to allocate you. This is one of the problems that you get if you run too many trains when you get distance, is I don't really want to signal up this stuff until I've got through this kind of core zone. So I think if we do that, he will go that way. So this is one of the reasons. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the auto detect so that I can manage this on a case-by-case basis now. So he can run out all the way to as far as he can go. Last chance to buy. Yeah, thank you, game. So we've got everything going on this side. That built. I think if I turn off the auto detect, what I should be able to do is lay this track out as a continuous run. This section out here we'll just build in because we need to get to this point here. How's the population now? We are getting over 21s now. Let's just look at the radio situation now. Let me just see how many people we got. So we're actually getting the outreach now. So I'm pretty sure that radio, this station now is broadcasting. Well, there's political broadcast outreach 509. So 5.53% of the population have radios. Currently we have 13 listers. So I'm assuming that this is the range which the radio station actually goes now. So how's our loyalty now? 42%, so it's still falling. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what I can do because we got 100% happiness here, 98%. It could be unemployment. That's the hospital. We got the unemployment, but we got food, we've got clothes is 90%, which is okay. 94%, culture's 93%, health is 89%. So I mean, generally the stats are all pretty good. The only thing I can think of is that if your stats are down just a little bit, we got 50% health down here. So what is going on here? You've got a clinic. If I can find it. The university. Where's the clinic? I'm sure the original clinic is still running here. Let me just see. Oh, I can't find it amongst all these buildings. Buildings. City Hill. Where's the hospital? Hospital. We got the clinic here, and we got a doctor's office. Bunch of ambulances. As far as I know, we've got modern ambulances. So why are these people? The only thing I can think of is pollution. But the only way we're going to find that out is with a pollution monitor. So we're going to. Actually, I've got a pollution monitor here. Will it cover? Because of course we've now got more stuff going on. Yeah, we've got pollution coming into here, so I think what we're going to have to do is possibly move the population out of here. So what we're going to do is, you guys don't have anything to do, so I'm going to get you on that, and then I think it's time to move people out of this area here. So how far did that pollution go? Yeah, so it's this row of houses here. So if people are working here, can you still get to? You can't get to the food factory. So what we're going to need to do is, how many workers we got in here? Actually, how many workers have we got in the? Yeah, we don't have that many workers here. Kind of thinking that what we need is another possible pickup point over here, so that we build this in. We put a bus station here, we can bus the workers down to here, because I did build a bus platform here. Wait, what are you doing? What are you... That's weakness in my system, isn't it? Yeah, so we're going to need to move people out of here. And we're probably going to have to put a... I think I need to rearrange Knife Edge a little bit. So I think I will put an asphalt road here. You can come up to here like that. And then on this corner, we're going to put a bus station. Not that one, that's a bit too big. But a small bus platform just about here. On this corner here. And then just to make everything fit in a little bit better. Trying to bring a footpath across to here. Here. And Knife Edge will detect that. We've got a shop here which isn't exactly overloaded, but it doesn't come all the way into this corner, and as far as I know I've got no other shop in this corner, so what we're going to need to do is put a shop in here as well on this corner. So come in here, shop. I actually quite like these corner stores. I think it's here. I think we're going to put a corner store on this corner here, like that. I'll just drop you in there. I'll put the Como large construction on there. And we're just building this area here, get a bit more residences here. And then we'll just move everyone out of here, and we'll use buses to feed the food factory here. We've got a lot of people working in here. How far out can you go? Yeah, so it gets out as far as this tier here, but there's not much in the way of accommodation here. Actually, just take another look at this pollution from this side. Yeah, so properties on this side aren't too bad. It's just this corner here. But that also then leads into the workforce. We've got plenty of workforce that can get down to the clothes factory, so we just need to deal with this little bit here. But that's something we can do in the long term. And we're just going to come over here. My helicopter crews are doing nothing again, so I'd like you to assist with that. You can't assist with that. You assist with that. And that, because if we can get to here, what I might be able to do is build a temporary road out this way. In fact, I'm kind of a bit inclined to do that. We say, for example, because at the moment if we bring oil from over there down into here, we're gonna have to come all the way down round here and up to there, which is not something I want to do. So I think what will happen is that when this road here is finished, we'll build a temporary road all the way out to here, probably just gravel. So we won't mess about with bridges, we'll just plough through this track here, and then we'll take it from there. In fact, let's just get the, where's the helicopter? Actually, got to keep remembering that if I press 1, where's the helicopter crew? So allocates. We can't remember. Did I put some sport in here? I think I did. So we'll allocate that. We need some accommodation in here. Where's the fire station? Can't recall the fire station. Well, we'll build that because it's, well, see what these are. That's the heat exchanger. We're going to need that. We need the old cinema building for culture. We've got a fire station there. I thought I built a fire station on this side to support this lot. Okay, we're gonna have to put a fire station over here as well, because I want maximum fire coverage here. So a fire station, in fact we could probably put it, I want to leave that road junction free, so we'll put the fire station about here. Which means we've got another little dinky road here that needs to be built. We got the hospital. We got this here, but we got no power, so we need to get the power supply. And so how's the power? We've got power out to here. We need to get our, I think we'll get the helicopter crew on here, because we got this heating plant that needs to be built. So much to build, so much to build. What are these guys doing? Yeah, you've still got loads of roads and things to do. You've auto detected this. I'm pretty sure you can pick up workers, so that's good. I'm aware we've got this going here. Of course, we haven't finished this area, but that's not a problem. I think we're going to need to get this going. We've got plenty of money. I just need to be able to spend it on something. How's mine? I mean, these guys are going like a train. Why are you're not showing electrification? That's because I haven't electrified this bit section here yet. So electrify in. Or well, we can do it in stages. It's not really that. You need to electrify this, which will. Okay, there's a little bit there. Right, you can do this section. Okay, just gonna pause the game again while I. Right, so these guys, we'll see how far out the electrification has gone. You've electrified through to there. Sometimes it can be really difficult to see where that's connected. So what we need to do now is push out the track here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to give this guy a really long run so he can do the whole lot while it was a single job. So you can run wait there. It's going to cost a fortune in electro components, but this will keep this guy busy for a very long time. And you can then just around here, there, running there, there, way into there. If we allocate this here, that will effectively electrify all this line all the way through to here, and then we can then fit in this last sections out to here, and hopefully in the next part we'll be able to get our aggregate train running. So out this way, this guy laid the track yet? Where are you going? So he's laying this short section here. He will connect up into there. This is all electrified. Apologies that I keep shooting here. Don't think this is electrified yet, so we need to do that bit there. Then we need to electrify out past here. Once we got past this, I can then signal it up and we can start building out this way, and I can start planning my grand scheme for electrification. And I think just to wind up, we're just going to have a quick recap of where we are. Well, we're losing money at the moment, but we're still making quite a lot of money despite bringing the electronics in. Our health just keeps falling. I just wonder whether it is this pollution in this area. We've definitely got to do something about this now. I think the yeah, it is 54% there, 76%, 93% there. You're good. So it is the pollution here. I think the problem is that now these factories are going at full blast. I mean, we're getting lots and lots of workers in here. And of course we're on the 4th of July, so we've still got quite a lot of crops, which is quite surprising as well. Although we are now down on basically what's in our warehouse. So we still got lots of crops in the warehouse to get us through the last month. So I'd like to say that we've got equilibrium here, yeah, because we pulled everything out of these warehouses. How's the meat situation? So we're kind of running on what is produced by the fields now, which is okay, because once the crops start coming in, we'll be working fine. And of course, once we've got our oil refinery up and running, things will get a bit better going forward. We've got this, wow, look at that, 231 already. I think what we're going to have to do is build the accommodation here, get this area established as a place to work. There's probably people going to be here without jobs, without meat, because we haven't got, they probably can't get to where they've got to go. So we do need to get this built ASAP. We'll get you, oops, Nicomo large on here. We may lose population from here because we've I think what we're going to do is we're not going to allow anyone else to move into this building. So the worst we can do is lose 231 people from here. And if we need to get this built so that we can get the food and other stuff into this. I think we can get you there, possibly get you down to there and get you accepted. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.